everybody. Glad you're with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. Just about to get started, and towing the slab, Luis Severino. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Number 2,
So coming into the game now on defense, Joey Wendell. He's the new third baseman.
Number 13, Joey Wendell.
Also entering the game, Tyrone Taylor. He'll be patrolling center field.
Number 15, Tyrone Taylor.
Here comes a pitch. Trey Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Severino, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he works in a 2-seamer. And a foul ball. Check swing. Now to look down to first, and he went around. That's ruled the swing.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one. Punched out the first 2 hitters of this ball game, and somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Strike. Out the side to begin the game. What a... And we're back. Getting the nod in this one, Christopher Sanchez. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, just a 3-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, you know, it's not a lot for a starter, so always very important for him to have a good feel and command all 3. Sometimes you can make that 3 look like 4 if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, you know, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound, so hitters are aware of that. Mixing those 3 pitches at all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
Now into the game, Edmundo Sosa. He's the new third baseman. Also into the ball game, Christian Pache. He'll be patrolling center field. The pitch. Francisco Lindor stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland. And a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Pitch out, but no action. And he deals. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Gone! He sends it out of here. It's 2-0.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ball.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Hit hard on the ground is short. Turner with the throw to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's a Mets lineup now. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off those pitches down in the zone until he gets some quick strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. When you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Starling Marte. Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Hard ball.
0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two outs. Back to right. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw in hurts the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Omar Narvaez in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. And there's the strike. The Mets trying to break this one open here in game 2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Pache makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Second inning set to go. Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Severino back to work. There's the strike. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Ball
one low.
down.
This one in the air, right field. Marte makes the grab for the second out. Two outs, base is empty. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Garrett Stubbs came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
In the air to left down the line. Nimmo has it sized up. And he makes the catch. And that's the third out. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park. Here's Joey Wendell.
The third baseman.
As the lefty gets to work. Line drive. Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now here is Tyrone Taylor. On the ground to third. Jumps, throws. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. On the ground as he checked his swing. Turner over to second, and that's 2. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Sosa to the plate. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
This is Bryson Stott. Swing and a pop-up. Wendell has it sized up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting up, the center fielder, Christian.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Christian Pache. Pache, a strong-arm center fielder, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. The Phils down by a pair here in Game 2 of the NLDS. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. On the ground, Lindor. That's out number 3. Down quickly go the Phillies, and they're down 2-0. Back in Seattle, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now Brandon Nimmo. As as he turns on the rubber. And with that good live arm delivers. On the ground out to short. Turner with the throw to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. Slice to right. Castellanos makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
There's a swing and a drive. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Man at second here with 2 away. Starling Marte up to him. And he's already singled in this game. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Run comes in from second. It's 3-zip. And that's a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Back to the mound. He's got it. Sends it to first. What a play. Inning over. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. We're in the second game of this division series. And now the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoy playing here. You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Whit Merrifield stands in for the Phillies. Struck out swinging his first time. Lifted in the air out to left. Nimmo has it sized up. 2 up, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Harper stands in now and watches strike 1.
Tough spot right here. Quick inning, 2 quick outs. You got to be patient, but you also have to be somewhat aggressive to not miss your pitch early in the count.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. And stepping in for New York, Omar Narvaez. Sanchez back to work. That one to first. Harper steps on first for the out.
The third baseman, number 13.
So up next for New York, Joey Wendell.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
On On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyrone.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Reached on an infield single his first time. Hard hit, right side. Stott over to first in time. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Nothing doing for the Mets. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back at T-Mobile Park. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
And the right-hander back to work. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
Well, these Phillies, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
The 0-2. Severino with another strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Flied to right his first time.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Severino kicks, deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
And first offering is fouled off. The Phillies trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up. And if you still can't hear it, standing right there, but you can't get near it. Said I would do it, and now I do.
Bottom of the inning, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Out to short, boots it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Man at first, Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Ripped to third. 1 at second. And it's a double play to end the inning. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing. Top of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa.
The wide to kick the pitch. Fought-off foul. Sosa measures 6 feet even, 28 years old, and he was born in Panama. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And 1 out now.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Stop batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
The Phillies hitless so far in the game. And down on strikes. And 2 away now.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Pache, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. And 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Two outs. Swings through him for the K. 7 in a row by way of the K. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jeff McNeil stands in. And here it comes. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And stepping in for New York, Starling Marte. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Christopher Sanchez gives way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Matt Strong into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the Mets DH, Mark Vientos, 1 for 2. That one ripped left field. Merrifield going back. That's long gone. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Omar Narvaez at the plate. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Harper, the underhand flip, out on the underhand toss.
The batter, the third baseman,
Joey Wendell up now for the Mets. Fastball for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering up and loosening in the pen. Dominguez getting loose as well. One out, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. And the pitch. Bounced up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So up next, Tyrone Taylor. That clips the zone. Strike one. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to stop for 1. Throw is high and over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, it could have been 2 outs, but instead, they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 8-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity.
Spencer Turnbull gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
2 outs, nobody on. Down the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swung on, belted. Mache moving back for it. And out of here. They go back-to-back. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 9-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. To the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So 2 away with nobody on. So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. No question about this one. It's out of here. Home run, and they add a run. It's 10-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Gets the bunt down the right side. The throw to first. Out, and thank goodness the inning is at last over. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. We head to the 7th now in game 2. It's the Mets 10 and the Phillies nothing. Back in Seattle, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Trey Turner.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
The pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He's now struck out 8 in a row.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. And it's fouled away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of game 2. Next pitch is downstairs.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Singy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters, and really he's made them look pretty lost up to this point.
Harper now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. And a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Severino. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets it to first. Harper retired.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. So that does it, but not before they find a way to spoil the perfect game. It's the Mets 10 and the Phillies nothing. in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Ryan Kirkering.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now the right fielder, Starling Marte. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. The wind of the pitch. Puts a bunt down. Throws to first in time. Marte retired.
Really nice job to get your first down to the ball game.
And now, Mark Vientos. He's already homered in this game. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Harper. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Omar Narvaez.
2 outs, base is empty. Omar Narvaez up now for the Mets. Gets the bunt down the right side. Harper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 10 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. And the batter now, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
The pitch. High fly ball out to left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Hooks it away for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now for the Phillies, Garrett Stubbs. This one lifted in the air, left field, and it drops in. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple. 1 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. And the pitch. Foul ball. The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one's a little bit low. And the count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Cuts on it, misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string of the changeup. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Phillies strand 1. They're down 10-0. At T-Mobile Park, on to the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Joey Wendell. Kirkering back to work. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Harper. And he beats him to first. He's safe. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 3. Drag ball, 3rd base side, and that's just foul. And the righty deals. Puts a bunt down. Over to first. Out on the sac bunt.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Center field. Pache has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play, but man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
Back in Seattle, now it's going to be Christian Pache. The wind and the pitch. That catches the outside corner. Strike one.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Balls it in, and there's one away.
Now back.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They fall behind 0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
Merrifield in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The Phils down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, out game. And the Mets even this series up at a game apiece.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
So singy as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
10-zip your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.